Hi guys, today I want to talk to you a little bit about tongue tension and about how to release it. I have a sequence that I would like to show you today that I love doing, especially when I'm singing a lot, especially when I'm singing on tour, when I'm singing every day. So let's dive right in. Here we go. In this video, I'm going to teach you a tongue stretching sequence that has been very helpful to me over the years. I learned it way back, and I've been using it when I was on tour, singing every night, being in a different place every day, sleeping in a different bed every night. You know, all these things that kind of pile on with body tension, fatigue. You don't sleep right, you wake up in the morning and you're tired. This sequence is based on the Feldenkrais system, but I just want to give you a heads up. I am not a Feldenkrais trainer, and I just found this one particularly helpful to my circumstances, and I'm passing it on to you, and hopefully you will find it helpful as well. So the first part of this tongue stretch is, I call it baby tongue. And so you want to be aware, number one, of your jaw. You're going to release your jaw, just open it comfortably. It doesn't have to be super wide, just to a comfortable level like this. And then starting the movement from the back or the base of the tongue, which is down here. I know that's, we kind of don't believe that the tongue is actually all the way down here, but that's where it is. That's the base of the tongue. So from there, you start the movement and you just allow the tongue to roll out onto your lower lip. But it should be wide, like baby tongue, right? Like, that kind of thing. So you start that movement and you do it really slowly, like this. And back in. Or I can also do it a little bit from the side. And you really try to stabilize your jaw, right? One more time. And you can also hold your jaw in order to see whether it's moving or not. You kind of really want to take the jaw out of the equation. So there's a little bit of tongue and jaw separation here as well. Or I should say, tongue and jaw isolation. So that's the first one. And you do that 3-4 times and do it really slowly. And then you rest a couple of breaths and just be with it. Be with the sensation of the tongue. What does it feel like in your mouth? Where is your tongue touching your teeth in your mouth? Where is your tongue touching the inside of your mouth? All of that. Becoming aware, right? So take a couple breaths and let that settle in. Now the next step that we're doing is, instead of going down, we are moving the tip of the tongue up to the upper lip. And again, starting the movement from here and really slowly, you go like this. Jaw released, maybe hold it just to make sure it's stable. And from back here, you do the movement. And slowly back in, a couple more times. And so on. So again, do it 3 to 4 times. And then release, close your mouth, and be aware. Sense into the tongue, what's happening, how does it feel? Again, where is it touching your teeth? Is it touching your upper teeth? Is it touching your lower teeth? And we're mostly talking about the edges of the tongue here. But you may also notice something in the middle of the tongue. Has that changed in any way, shape, or form, right? Is it taking up more space in the mouth? Is it taking up less space in the mouth? Just notice all these little things and do this without judgment. So whatever that feels like, whatever your tongue feels like for you in your mouth at this given moment, that is the correct feeling. So now, in the next 2 steps, we're going to move the tongue side to side. I'm going to start with the right side. And again, you open your jaw to a comfortable level so that you're not overtaxing it. And then starting again from the back, moving the tongue forward, the tip of the tongue out. and gently touching the corner of your mouth. And then slowly bring it back in. And this will feel a little bit different. You may feel some stretches on the side of the tongue. And just, again, do that 3 or 4 times. And slowly, starting in the back, right here. And come back to center and pull the tongue back in. After 3 or 4 times, close your mouth. And now sense, how does the right side feel, the right side of the tongue feel compared to the left side of the tongue? Is there a difference? And just again, be aware, notice. Notice if there is a difference and notice what that feels like. You don't even necessarily have to give it a word or a specific name, that sensation. Just notice it. Be aware of it. Breathe in and out, gentle breaths a couple of times, 3, 4 times, and then do the left side. Again, stabilizing my jaw. One more time, and keep breathing. It's important not to stop breathing. Sometimes I catch myself and I'm like, oh God, I'm not breathing. So, just let the breath flow in and out easily. Again. And do it a couple more times, 3, 4 times. Again, take a moment and feel the sensation. What does it feel like on the left side? What does it feel like on the right side? Are the sides of the tongue fairly even now? How does the jaw feel? Sometimes when you have a super tight jaw here, you may actually feel that release a little bit. Or you may feel that it's maybe a little bit sore from keeping it open, but in a relaxed, open position while moving the tongue. So, just be with it and experience it. Now I'm going to show you one more part of the sequence. The sequence is much longer. It has, I think, 5 or 6 parts. But this part is also very interesting because you're really honing in on the details of inside your mouth, your teeth. And what you will do here is you're going to, as much as is comfortable, don't force this. This is important. With the tip of your tongue, reach back without tightening the jaw. And touch the top part of the molar on the right side that you can easily reach. And spend a little bit of time there, very, very gently, small movements. Explore with the tip of your tongue the top of that molar. Right? Keep breathing. Don't stop the breath. And then move over to the next one, moving towards the front. And again, exploring that and kind of doing this with every tooth and also on the left side as far back as is comfortable. So this is a really important part. You don't want to force the tongue into any of these positions. Like it should really feel fairly flowy, fairly natural, because you don't want to add tension on top of tension. Like if you're having pain here, then you already have tongue tension. You don't want to just pile on the tension. You want to give the tongue the opportunity to release. All right? So you do this, moving from right to left, and then rest, close your mouth, breathe, and then do it in the opposite direction. So you drop your jaw again with the tongue, tip of the tongue, gently, easily reach back to the left side as far as is comfortable. Explore the top of that molar. And then move forward all the way to the right side. And again, always when you do these exercises, take your time in between Take a few breaths and just tune in to what you sense. Tune into what you sense muscularly in your mouth. And also, again, always returning to the question, how much space does the tongue take up in your mouth? Is it taking up more space? Is it taking up less space? Is any part of the tongue, I should say, touching your upper molars, particularly the edges of the tongue? Is anything touching the lower molars? And again, how much space is left in your mouth? And then the second part of this step is that you do the same exercise with your top teeth, right? So you drop your jaw. Let's start on the right side. And again, comfortably, easily reaching and exploring that molar. And moving all the way over. And then taking a break, breathing. And then doing the same thing again from the left side. Well, I hope this exercise has been helpful to you and useful to you. So go ahead, try it out, see how it feels, and let us know in the comments below how it went. See you next time.